guys, my name is Jack Gardiner and welcome back to another free lesson on a Friday. This time we're going to be taking a look at 3 legato licks within the kind of Dorian mode. Before we go into the teaching part though guys, I just want to ask you, please make sure you do like, comment, subscribe. Click that little bell for notifications. I make free lesson content every Friday. I did promise you guys this one would be a bit special in the sense that there are 3 licks this time. Seeing as it's the 10th one since we went into lockdown, I think that's only apt really. So yeah, if you do enjoy this content and you want to support me, you want to see this channel grow, you want to see me upgrade things, I know a few of you guys have been asking about a mic, then I do have some links in the description. You can buy my lesson packages. I would recommend the package bundle that contains all of the kind of things that we've been going over, just in way more detail and with transcriptions. That's available over at my website, or if you're just here to enjoy these lessons on a Friday, then there is a donate option. It just helps me basically fund my own music, which I'm not going to say whether it's a single, an album or an EP yet. You'll find out, I'm pretty sure, within the next week or so. I've just dropped my pick. I've been doing that all day. But yeah, you'll find out really soon. Basically, I'm self-funding all of that, so any kind of little helps really. So yeah, guys, without further ado, let's go into the teaching part and let me grab that pick. Okay, so before we go into these licks then, I just want to clear up what kind of scales I'm using and things like that. This is usually the questions that get asked. So, in terms of this backing track then, the chords which are going on are basically just variations of E minor 7 or the extension. So we'll get chords like this, E minor 9 or E minor 11. This big one. This one which is like a kind of quartal voice, if you like, that's just when we harmonise in fourths. Moving that up to an F sharp, kind of minor 7 as well. They are essentially pairs. So yeah, I mean, that's the harmony. So what do we play over that? Well, there's a few options, but I think the first one to go to would be obviously a minor pentatonic. That's really the kind of fundamental, I guess, over this chord. You can make amazing sounds just with a pentatonic. It's not really as uncool as some people would make you believe. But basically, the scale or the go-to scale is going to be the Dorian mode, which if you're not familiar with what this is what this is all about now. So I like to think of the Dorian scale essentially in terms of intervals. I'm sure if you've been watching me the past few weeks, you know that's how I like to describe things. Intervals, not necessarily note names. So we would go root note, major second or major 9, minor 3rd, perfect 4th, perfect 5th, major 6th, flat 7 or minor 7, and then the root again. So the best way to start to get used to this, I think, is to take a pentatonic scale, look at what that is in terms of intervals. So you've got root, flat 3, perfect 4th, perfect 5th, flat 7, and then root again. We are only missing 2 intervals essentially. That is the 9th. So locate where the 9th is within that shape. Now we've got what some people call a hexatonic scale. I just literally like to think of it as a pentatonic plus 1 extra note. You don't really need to worry about the label there. And then we could add the other note then to make it a full 7-note scale. So the other note which we are missing is actually the juicy note, if you like, in the Dorian scale. It is the major 6, so that can be found there or there within that pentatonic shape. So we've got this so far. Let's just play that without the second. So you've got... So the hexatonic, if you like, or the 6-note scale. I like to think of that as just a pentatonic, minor pentatonic plus the major 6. So then you've got the full scale, work it out within that position. Even go to the highest note you can reach in that position, so that will be the minor 3rd. So we should have this all together. Notice I literally changed between this finger for the 6th and this one. Like I say, it's interchangeable, but really limit yourself, I guess, at the beginning to just this one position. You can use either of those 2 there. So yeah, guys, that'll be the first step, but then I guess the legato thing, we should just dive straight into the lick so that you get an idea. Okay, so the lick in isolation should sound like this. So what's going on here then? So first of all, I'm thinking of this pattern, which is basically going like 1, 2, flat 3, or flat 3, 2, 1 on the original way down. 5, 1, 2, flat 3, and then that's just going 4 to 5 at the top. So we've got to start off with, then we come down this kind of cool pattern. You can think of this as like position 5 of a minor pentatonic, if you like, you know, with the Dorian scale just filling in the gaps. So this little bit. So all together. Okay, so lick 2 in isolation should sound something like this. Okay, so what's going on here? Well, really, it's a combination of a load of different arpeggios, if you like. So we've got an E minor 7 to start with. This is almost like an A triad. Then we've got a B minor 7 arpeggio. Back up that B minor 7. That's into another B minor 7. Then we've got the Dorian note, the major 6. Then this kind of idea. And then it's up to basically like this E minor 7 shape. You can think of that as like an E minor pentatonic, or you could think of this E minor 7 shape. That's right, let's do it anyway. So let's move on then to lick number 3 then. Okay, so lick 3 in isolation first then. Okay, so nice and slowly then now what is going on? Essentially we're starting with this kind of 4-note per string legato pentatonic idea, and it's going to descend down through an E minor 9 arpeggio, if you like, resolving eventually just through the Dorian scale. So really slowly. And that concludes the 3 free Dorian licks. So there we have the 3 legato licks this week. Guys, I hope you enjoyed them. Just be careful with them. I know some of them are a little bit slippery under the fingers. So there are some weird fingerings in there as well. I know they take a bit of time to get used to, but yeah, I'm sure you guys will be fine with it. Just to remind you, if you did like this video, please do make sure you like, comment. Let me know what you guys want to hear next, basically. I always take suggestions, and most of these free lessons on a Friday have came either from the comment section requests or emails to me. And don't forget to subscribe as well, click that little bell for notifications. If you do want to support me, like I said earlier, you can either donate, which there will be a link in the description, or you can buy my packages, especially if you love learning these kind of things. There is 25 of these licks. This is a super old package. I think it was done back when I was like 18 and 19 or something like that. But yeah, as well as 1 chord grooves and improvisation package. Or if you want to go all out, you can get the package bundle, which contains loads of these kind of stuff. It's helping me basically fund all of my original music for you guys, which, like I said at the beginning of the video, that will be released super soon. So guys, thanks again for checking this out, and I will see you guys next week.